Why do you believe in the Nigerian court? Why do you believe in the court of the oppressor? Why do you believe that the arsonist must become the firefighter? Why do Biafrans sit and hope on the court of their oppressor? It baffles me. You people should think of rescue Marvin Nnamdi. The people who committed genocide on him, the people who kidnapped him from Kenya and renditioned him, the people who a couple of years ago attacked his house and murdered too many people. You're expecting justice from them? Or is it the kind of justice he had a few years behind and it was taken away back from him just last year? Biafrans, you people haven't started. Nigeria takes the lead of 70 million people and you sit back and hope on the institution created by the same oppressor? Sit up. I don't count on the courts.
Thank you, and I assure you that Biafrans are doing something about it. And the second to the last
warning to all of them that we are not joking. I do not believe in peaceful actualization or whatever rubbish is called. I have never seen where you become free by peaceful means. If you know, you tell me. I am a student of contemporary history. I have never come across anywhere in history books where you get your freedom out of a peaceful process. It's never happened. Never, ever, ever.
Now let me ask you, if
that is why every Biafran must rise up to make sure not even chicken will be seen in the street. They capture Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, you see, we have captured him. Oh, they have captured him. Oh. Now, he, his activity is this Biafra thing. Oh. So give us Igbo prisoners.
Amen to this.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. Just never quit. I've seen so many brilliant people, they gave up in life. They were totally brilliant, they were top of their class, they were the best students, they were the best of everything, they gave up. I've seen others who really didn't have that talent or that ability, and they're among the most successful people today in the world because they never quit and they never gave up. Never stop fighting for what you believe in and for the people who care about you.
They will release Kanu, and once he fell, they see that there's no crisis in the east. Between two of them as power tussle of election will not hold, and maybe P2B drag for election to hold. And it happened that they see that it did not work. They'll be fighting to assassinate Obi. If they didn't kill Obi, they will try all means to kill Kanu. But where they cannot succeed Kanu is that Kanu is very clever. He's going to leave them. Nothing concerns Kanu with election. Once they release Kanu, it will not take time. Kanu will leave the country. And once you leave the country, the mercenaries that will come in are coming in. He has already trained people. And that is why one thing they fail to understand, that if they keep Kanu in the cell, another greater Kanu will rise that will not take it easy, but they will take it by force. You know, one thing is that Nigerian governments and the presidential seats, they doesn't have wisdom. When you drag somebody so much, you make the person to make a name. Do you know where they fell? For going to another man's country to go and drag that man come and putting him in a cell, they have automatically announced him. But if they have silenced him and just leave him whatever he's doing, people look at it as a word of a fool. But the extra mile they went is to show the people that what he's saying is true. When people accuses you, speak ill against you, you don't go after them. You leave them. Why will you leave them? You will leave them because what they are saying is not true. It's with time. Time will tell. So Obi should be very, very careful because I'm seeing assassination. They will try him with gun. They will try him with charm. They will try him with sword. They will try him with accidents. This is what they are coming for. Even at the end of this election, listen carefully, end of that election 2023. Before even the 2023, he has already won the election. But they will not want to give him the seats. The seat is returning back to the north. I told you people that saw a very tough war, battle, killings, bloodshed all over Nigeria. Except only some parts in the eastern part. But you see Edo, Delta, even down to this Lagos, they are behaving massive killings and war. They have circulated their mercenaries around, being the northern, I don't say northern Nigeria, but I say northern cities of other continents within Africa.
As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this,
but I said we should be praying earnestly. And that was why I still came back after some time and the Lord showed me again. Said Biafra is supposed to be a country that will come with war and bloodshed. But the way God is working is in now. The Lord starts to tell you that you should not panic the coming of Biafra on anything about war. Biafra will come with easy. They will not war. Some country will just come and sign Biafra. So international body is going to sign Biafra on just easy way without war. You know why it's going to be easy to be signed? Something is going to come out. I told you this. These are prophecies I've been giving you. I hope I'm making sense. There is two things they are going to discover, and the third one will shock you. In the north, I will make them to say Biafra should go. One is limestone in the north. It had been on set, they've been mining it, but it will be made open. Second one is gold. It had been in the north, they've been mining it, but it's going to be made open. But the third one now is oil. They will discover oil, as I tell you, and once it comes, they launch it back. Their man will start getting free from anything about the issues. I've given you this prophecy September, before my birthday, and I keep telling you even October. That's where these are the things that will come up. That will make them, all the struggle that we are struggling to make sure they kill all Nigeria, kill East, to collect their resources, to start dying. May God bless you. So the only thing we should be praying, Father, every crisis the enemy are trying, it shall be over. Are you aware? These men are here in Lagos, they kidnap every day. And if I tell you where the Lord took my eyes to, where they are kidnapping from, you'll be shocked. You see that to Jodu Bridge. One long bridge before you enter Redeem all this area. One long bridge. You see those books there, they kidnap you. If you park any car, they will kidnap you. The person will pay every ransom. So once you are driving, you get to those parts. Please, your vehicle break down, lock it, disappear. Where there is life, don't take because of that vehicle you kill yourself there.
This poem is Ebe, Anunuebe, Oko, Otari Mumo, Amomana Ebe Igwe, Obuni Igwe, Ofona Oku. mobilization of the people of Biafra against the displacement of the indigenous tribes in the contraption called Niger area, against the Fulanization agenda, against the Islamization and the Nigeria media propagandas by the Britain and Fulani-sponsored terrorists, the Fulani herdsmen warm your media industries, the Punch, Tribune newspaper, Sahara Reporters, Channel Television, Arise, BBC have all refused to call them the terrorists. Instead, they are styled bandits or armed headers. They are killing, maiming, raping, burning houses, and rendering thousands homeless, rendering parents childless, and making many children orphans, taking over their homes, taking over their clans. Oh, we are the victims because we are Igbos. We are the victims because we are not Fulanis. We are the victims because we are not Muslims. We are the victims because we reject jihadis. We are the victims because we answer God's names. We are talented. We are the light of black man. We are humanity. We got fame. And in all, the truth is not lacking. We are Biafrans. The freedom of Al-Kabilan. We are Biafrans. The liberty of black man. We are the victims of the extrajudicial massacres for many seasons, for no reasons. Oh Biafra, my Biafra. We are IPOB autopilot, Fulani last bus stop. Through Mazin Namdekano, the man who saw tomorrow, saying, survival in Nigeria is uncertain. Every Biafran and fear walking to and in pain. Oh Biafra, my Biafra. We must fight to be free from Britain and Fulani subjugation. We must die to be free from Fulanization and Islamization in their quest for our conquest, in their fantasies that no one must protest. Where the Biafrans and the indigenous people have been dead, with their cruel knives and bullets cutting off people's heads. Since 1945, beginning from Arewa, when the Hausawas were the Bakanawa, Yokusunkari, Kanu is Fulani. Hausawa, where are you? Nupawa, Angas, Ankwai, Birom, Alabo tribes, where are you, the emasculated? Oh, with the tears of Biafra, oh Biafra, my Biafra, mothers weeping, fathers lamenting, children crying, youth dying. But what is our sin, oh Biafra, my Biafra? As Frederick Lugard led the agency, as Britain bowed down to the Fulanis, the Usman Danfodio descendants, yes, coward Britain, lily-livered Britain, propagandistic Britain, dubious Britain, compromised through Royal Niger Company, sold Biafrans into slavery, sold the indigenous people for bribery, like did your cousins, John Cooper and Thomas Harding, giving my people away to their haters, to Fulanization and to Islamization. But you, the Britain, brought Christianity to the Biafrans, yet you sponsored Fulanis against the Biafrans. Ketanonora, Ndigo, O Biafra, my Biafra. We are IPOB autopilot, Fulani last bus stop. Through Mazin Namdekano, the man who saw tomorrow. You see, Nigeria is a killer of my people. Nigeria is a destroyer of all people, exception of the Fulanis. Britain have sold the Christians into subjugation. As the Fulanis are killing them, Britain is seriously in their resources exploitation, especially of your Jesus followers, especially of your Christian believers. Warm the men, rape, kill, loot, and burn, taking over their homes, taking over their lands, displacing the indigenous tribes from their clans, closing down many lives pages, cleansing down the ancestral lineages of the proud Igbo race, Oduduwas, Jukun, Agatu, Hausas, Efik, Anam, Ibibio, Ijo, Idoma, Igede, Tiv, Izom, etc., etc. O IPOB, Biafra, my Biafra. In their quest for our conquest, and no Biafran must protest. Meanwhile, UN is quiet, AU is quiet, America is quiet, Russia is quiet, Asians are mute. All of them are quiet because Britain is playing accomplices. The rest of them are the beneficiaries. Oh Biafra, my Biafra. We are IPOB, aka autopilot, Fulani last bus stop. Through Mazin Namdekano, the man who saw tomorrow. To make the Biafrans refuse to be like Gobir, Sokoto, Kotongora, Nupe, Nasarawa, up to Afonjas Ilorin. Where is the Hausa King Sarki? Where is the Oba of Oduduwa or Alafin? Where is the Obi of Biafra land? Kedu Ndidi na Amosu. Elders do not stay at home while the God give birth in fetters. Fulanis are invading, marauding, conquering, and emasculating everywhere to ensure that our culture and lineage is dead, with their bullets and cruel knives cutting off people's head. But no, says the Biafrans, oh Biafra, my Biafra, opposition no ABIAMA koro, at least Biafra bo akwa okoro, until CHUKWU ABIAMA, Broad General CHUKWU we began to sing our ego, the songs of freedom, the songs of liberation, which all the hearts of the Biafrans yearn for, the songs of hope, the songs of liberation, the songs of liberty. The night falls in Biafra land. Caged birds cease to sing. Tales by moonlight feared to play, and our mothers sang no more lullaby. For darkness perverted the land. Fear and terror dwells in the land. The heavy thumping boots of the flying occupation soldiers. The crackling and the marauding sounds from the gun barrels. Bullets flying. Helicopters shelling from Britain, Egypt, Russia, Niger Republic, Chad, Nigeria and their miseries and mercenaries, shelling the innocent Biafran market women, bombarding the innocent and un-Biafran children, raping, killing, burning properties, taking over our possessions in a quest for our conquest, and no Biafran is expected to protest. Oh Biafra, my Biafra. We are IPOB autopilot, Fulani last bus stop, through Mazin Namdekano, the man who saw tomorrow. From 1967 through to 1970 during the war, hunger ravaged the land. Due to food blockade, death residents in the land, we became food for the vulture, and before our faces, a nebulous future. For the amount of the cruel hatred the Britain and the Fulanese hated the Biafrans is deeper than the seas and oceans. Oh Biafra, my Biafra. He who fights and surrender lives to fight for another day. Major General Philip Young saved lives to surrender for Biafra, oh my Biafra. We are IPOB autopilot, Fulani last bus stop, through Mazin Namdekano, the man who saw tomorrow. That tomorrow is today, for this dark night is past and the morning sun is rising. Since the birth of this movement and the struggle, there has been betrayals, there has been denials, but we are the survivors. And the morning sun is rising from Biafra land, oh my Biafra, to the man who saw tomorrow, Mazin Namdekano. Abet our sorrows. You brought ESN to stop the terrorists under the mastermind of Epa Simon and CHUKWU, your genuine disciples. Biafra spokesperson who organized the wonderful women Umada, Ezenwanyana Ezemoke, the ancestors of this great movement, CHUKWU, Efyong, Nzabu, Achuzie, Onwatuegu, Nkuk, Mwobosi, Mwanya, and many more in millions reincarnated in IPOB autopilot for Biafra restoration in this our time, having opened.
We must come up the head of the serpent. Now, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. You don't know it's a concerted attack against us. To say they can get our people to move. To say, oh, I don't want to, if this is the time of Biafra, there is time to come. Me, I don't want this. Biafra is not a religious freedom. When I say that you are free to worship a snake if you want, they don't want to hear that. You see? Are you hearing it? You are free. We are Biafra for freedom. Biafra of religious tolerance. But you heard me say on radio Biafra that you can worship a tortoise if you want to. You see? You can worship a goat. That's your business. They will never hear that one. Is that one that they are dangerous, envious, stubborn nature is telling them? That's what they want to write. Yes. That's what they write. Yes. That is what it doesn't matter how you explain that thing they want to write is what they write. Yes. Because they're foolish. They are doing it today. Because they're not in the spirit. They are not in the spirit. They don't understand what we are doing. They can't. They can't. Now, it didn't end here. I want you people to also listen to Mazin Namdekano. Say he don't trust nobody. He don't trust you. All these people that are talking rubbish, Mazin Namdekano do not trust you. He preached about the Iraq, the criminals, expelled criminals in IPOB. Mazin Namdekano speak about them. Now, listen to how he speak about them. Because as they say, when we come from Obi the Bible, Obi the Bible. But you wake up and find a black man doing the next morning. Okay. I'm the only person that I can vouch for that tomorrow morning I'll be doing Biafra. You see? Everything that I have into it. Alright. So go and search your conscience, all of you. Search your conscience, all of you. And ask yourself, am I ready for this battle? Ask yourself, are you ready for this battle? He was talking to the criminals we have successfully expelled. He was talking to the Iraq we have successfully expelled. He was talking to Barrister Jofor, the criminal and the murderer. He is talking to anybody and all the people that have actually betrayed because he was kidnapped in Kenya. He was talking to them. So search yourself.
dangerous phase of the battle. The battle of hearts and minds.
Okay.
No, there is something. Is this how the effort is going to be? It will be a dictatorship. It will be this. And I have told them I will not be the head of state. Oh.
Okay.
Because as they say, we will come to Bible.
Listen,
never tell what you wake up and find a black man doing the next morning.
Right.
Okay. I am the only person that I can vouch for that tomorrow morning I will be doing like people doing Biafra. I'm getting everything that I have into it.
Okay.
So go and search your conscience.
I tell.
And say and ask yourself, am I ready for this battle?
You are not ready.
We are in a very dangerous phase of the battle.
The
battle of hearts and minds.
No, there is something. Is this how the effort is going to be? It will be a dictatorship. It will be this. And I have told them I will not be the head of state.
Because as they say, we will come to Bible. You can never tell what you wake up and find a black man doing the next morning. No. I am the only person that vouch for that tomorrow morning I'll be doing like you, doing Biafra. I'll be doing everything that I have into it. So go and search your conscience, all of you.
All of you, search it.
And ask yourself, am I ready for this battle?
Am I ready?
We are in a very dangerous phase of the battle. The battle of hearts and minds.
Right. No, there is something. Is this how the effort is going to be? It will be a dictatorship. It will be this. And I have told them I will not be the head of state. Right. Now, you have just listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which all of them are following. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they never followed him. It was all deception. Now, and the multitude doesn't need to fight for this freedom and get it. Only the chosen ones will fight it. All we need from you is your support, financially and otherwise. Now, I want to commend those who are repenting. I want to commend those who have now come to realize that all the blackmail against Amunekpa, they are all lies and propaganda, and they are repenting. So this is one of them. If you repent,
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, Biafrans, and good morning, depending on where you are joining this broadcast in this midnight with your brother Mazi Okonkwo once again. I welcome all of you in the name of CHUKWU, ABIAMA, and I hope many of you who are here, you have been listening to the jingles, listening to all the things that we have been playing here, and I want to tell you that every single thing that you see that we play on every broadcast that we do has a lot of things to do with the struggle. It has a lot of information, it has a lot of impact. Every jingle you see we play, it doesn't matter from which side, whether from Simon, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we ourselves, anybody on the street. Sometimes also we are able to pull even the politicians, the enemies, their voice to play it. The reason why we're doing that is for you to pay attention and listen very careful. Many people will be asking tonight, why do I title my broadcast tonight, this midnight, Mazi Simon Ekpa broadcast today, and of course I put also live. And the reason is that we communicated today and he assured us that he is going to come live, and as I know, and it is true that many people in some part of the world are now sleeping, but we still believe that he comes on live. If it also does not come, means that there is a reason for reasons, so, but, this time since the vacation, like all of you know, Mazi Simon have been coming late, and anytime we do not see him, we always have to also move forward with what we are doing. So tonight is a special night with you. And before then, I'm not going to change the topic yet until I confirm that he is not coming. Let me see if he's here already. Okay, I don't think he's here already. Okay. Okay, as long as Mazi Simon is not yet here on live, we keep on. I am here tonight also, and to touch a lot of things differently. Before he comes in, then I'm going to hook up the same platform with Mazi Simon. If not, we're also going to go to sleep with the little that we've had. Let me come to first, Master Simon made a statement on the one of his voice that I just played here.
Play the voice.
And here, someone made a statement of knowing what is real freedom fighting, and that's the voice is here. And Master Simon also made a statement of if anyone repents, we will accept the person. Then the question here is, it's not about who repents and who sabotage, and tomorrow you come back and tell us that you repented. What we are looking at is that everyone that you know that you are longing for Biafra, and you know that Biafra is your own nation, this is a time for you to understand what the truth is. Understanding what the truth is, now you say you have repented, like the people from Belgium who are now understanding that there's a truth in what Simon has been doing. You see this DOS of a thing. In a nutshell, let me tell you, there is nothing like DOS. There is a name called DOS, but there is nobody in that DOS. And that is why we are here to also touch lights on certain things that we always have to look at to judge the situation. There is nothing like DOS, right? There is nothing like DOS. Everything in DOS is finished. Anyone who is telling you about DOS, they are all failed, they are all finished. Okay. So that is the area where we're going. And many people now, those who cascated Simon, and I thank God also that so many of you now are coming back to life, coming to understand by your own self. And I thank God that Master Simon was able to play one of their voices yesterday, where one man called Chief, yesterday in Belgium, begin to understand what the truth is. And that is the work that Autopilot have been doing. Not only that we have been broadcasting, and Master Simon, by using all his talents and the wisdom that God has given unto him to expose the criminals, and many of you do not understand yet that the oil of God is upon his life. And many of you who are attacking Simon Eba, I want to tell you, you are digging your grave. There was a minister, the man of God also, who has spoken, the major prophet, who told you that you should leave this man alone. That the moment you begin to fight Simon simply means that you are fighting against the spirit of freedom, the spirit of freedom fighting. And many of the people take it for granted. And all of you, from Ahanes and Debo, from every corner, both demon, human beings, that gather up and say that the Biafra land and the Igbos will never get their freedom. All of you will go into grave as long as they have a bad heart against us. And it is still the handwriting on the wall that all of you have to understand that the movement of Biafra is not created by man. You must first of all understand the spiritual things of this particular struggle. That's why I want to go back and I play this voice of Simon Ekpe again here, where he was revealing one thing that Mazi Kanu said. I want you to listen to that voice here once again.
But I need you to understand that now is the time for us to attack more. Okay. If they say we are being insulted, insult them 100 times more now.
All right.
Because the devil has come out. Can you believe it? The serpent has reared its ugly head. We must decapitate it. We must cut off the head of the serpent. Now, not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
You don't know it's a connected attack against us to see if they can get our people to move. To say, oh, I don't want to, if this is the type of Biafra that is going to come. Me, I don't want it to, Biafra is not religious freedom. When I say that you are free to worship a snake if you want, they don't want to hear that.
You see? Are you hearing it? You are free.
We need a Biafra for freedom, a Biafra of religious tolerance. That you heard me say on Radio Biafra that you can worship a tortoise if you want to.
You see?
You can worship a goat. That is your business. Here, they will never hear that one. Is that one that their treacherous, envious, stubborn nature is telling them that's what they want to write?
Yes.
That's what they write.
Yes.
Stubborn thinker. That is understand what we are doing.
They can't. They can't. Now,
this is a particular area where I was waiting for Mazen and Kano said it and made it open clearly that before you can understand what is really happening, you must be in the spirit. And those of the people that you see right now that are waking up, begin to confess, begin to expose a lot of the secret they knew of being a member of this criminal called DOS, are now coming up to understand what the truth is. Like that, our brothers, the chief yesterday, who were able to put the truth into his voice and also ask the people to share it. You know, that's how we know those who the spirit of Biafra possess. It's not that we're going to directly put it into our pocket, no, but everyone has the right to fight for Biafra. Those of the people you see in this DOS, people like China Samoru or Ijofor, all these people, they are the enemies of Biafra, and any time that we touch this area, the people that are eating from them sees us as a very strong enemy, those who have come to take away the food. But one thing you must know is, this Biafra you see, the enemies are intensifying their attack every day in Biafra land. Look at what is happening, or what has happened in Yamufu. Look at what is happening even in Olu recently. Then how do you want us to explain to you any longer? And some people are still talking about peace, peace, peace. No, all these people you see that are talking for peace are the people who has conspired with Nigerian government through a job in order to destroy Mazen and Kano. And the man who spoke yesterday, the chief who spoke yesterday, that Mazu Simon played his voice, said something that was really touching. He said, if they try DOS and some of the Nigerian government and coupled with the Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the barrister, all these people are pushing it hard to make sure that the little fire that have been enkindled, that it is quenched finally, so that they will assassinate Mazen and Kano. But one thing they must understand is that the hand of God is fully resting upon the head of Mazen and Kano, and nothing will happen to him. That's the area we'll be looking at. If Mazen and Kano is a person from the north, do you think that they will have victory in Nigerian court and still nothing is happening? People's head are not falling out every day in the southeast because of people like Mazen and Kano, if it's a northerner. But all the whole Igbo land, everyone keep mood, or unless they will keep mood. But remember what I said when I called on one program the other day. I was filled with unction, and I said, if Mazen and Kano, anything happens negatively to him, that tomorrow he lost his life because of his health, all the Igbo people who have never stood up to fight against the injustice of Nigeria against us, all of you are cursed. I said it. And we are not in the time you say respect this man. No, we are in struggle. We are being, I could say, we are being subjugated. We do not come here now to ask who is okay, who is Matakere, who is an adult. We are in the war front. What we need is our freedom, and our freedom we must get. Listen, I am above 40. This freedom you see that I am fighting, if I get this freedom, if Biafra comes, and it happens that I am one of the people that contributed for Biafra to come, what am I going to gain? I can only gain for the few years that I'm going to be here on this face of this universe. Only we are fighting for our next generation. So that some of you that have a leakage of memory that think that we are fighting this battle because of what we will eat. No, we are not those people in the US, those people who have been fighting, and also the people like China Saworu, he think that if Biafra comes, then he becomes, I would say, Lieutenant Colonel or Buratai of Biafra land. That is why, okay, foreign them, those people you will be hearing, creating bandits here and there, and pointing finger on those who are not guilty of their impunity. And I still want to apologize to our people if the voice is cracking. Bear with us, because now the stream we have been writing to them, they're also telling us that they also confirmed that they have problems, so we have no other way to go. All the streams, they have issues, so bear with us. If it's cracking, you get patient a little while, then you continue. Sometimes the internet issue can also be from your side, and let's move forward. Please, I want you to share this broadcast. So I am here. This is my title is not that I am taking the place of Mazen Mazi Simoneba, because he highlighted that he's going to be here today, and we're still waiting, because of the, I could say, the vacation. He always comes late now, and that's why sometimes the moment we are broadcasting, we give our message and we give our title. We set the Mazi Simoneba live. The moment he comes, we share the screen and they bring his. Okay, it's not yet here. As long as it comes live, everybody is going to see that Mazi Simoneba is here. And if it's also here, I don't know, some of you also going to highlight us that Mazi Simoneba. This is midnight here from the Netherlands. It is now 00:44, but we're still alive and we are direct. So what we're saying here is, in a time like this, we will begin to ask ourselves a question. And those of you who are still following the DOS, those of you who has made, I could say this Radio Biafra, where you deceive people and still warm up yourself. So many people have taken calling on Radio Biafra to lie as their own ego, something, their own how they hypnotize themselves. If you don't call and shout on Radio Biafra, and they will not know that you are existing. But at the same time, you are packing lies, consoling yourself with the evil. Instead of you to get out of that Radio Biafra and ask the real question, those of you who are still following this downfall TOS, and you are thinking that you're okay. Okay, somebody say through is cracking, but no, it's okay. Thank you. Everywhere is cracking, even the StreamYard, some of all these networks are cracking, but I don't know what we have to do. And if we say let us go and wait until when they finish their technical issue, nobody will hear our voice. So the ones we hear, we put it into active. And very soon they are all going to be good. And very soon also we are still finding the best app to broadcast, although there are many. But these ones are very easy for us to do our studio. That's why we use them. Very easy. I think they said also they are on process of repairing it. We must move. All of them are attack. Many of them comes out until it's early in the morning. They come to Radio Biafra. Hey, Mazi, my name is Mazi Akaza. You see that man in Finland? You see that man in Finland? I'm why because of him. They are all idiots following people who can never give them anything. Who can never give them anything. Since you have been following your DAS, what is the action? And Ayaba here, Ayaba said, like some of you who are still calling a Jofo, arrogant liar from this, liar from that. This man that show Ayaba said, why must you be hoping on the court of your oppressor? That sentence alone finishes the whole thing. And nobody has ever recognized this Ayaba to also be a prophet who has prophesied to the DOS the time they call him to be, to come to their platform. These are one of the things that he answered them. And if you listen to this particular voice of Ayaba, you will see that that man also, that criminal called Jonathan Chinedu, is also antagonizing Ayaba. And since you are not telling us, I'm going to play that voice here. I don't know, please, if Simon is here, somebody should let me know. Somebody say refresh. Those of you who are here, please, it is true, cracking, but it's okay. If you are here, please explain to those who are in the comment section that the stream have issue. All the whole streams, they have issue. We don't know why. We have contacted, they said they're busy repairing it and they know that they have issues. Some of us will pay 6 months, 4 months on this platform, so we cannot just leave our money there and run away. So if you give us money now, we'll use it and look for another options and go there. Thank you. So they will be running around the Radio Biafra, jumping like mugus, brainwashing themselves. Ask yourself a question. What have you got since you have been following these people? On that brokers that I'm talking about, that Ayaba and the DOS anchored together, when Ayaba spoke the truth and told them the truth, Jonathan Chinedu becomes so furious and start to ask him, since you say we must release Mazi Nnamdi, what are you doing also to release your own commander who is in jail? Ayaba said, when I get Ambazonia, then he's released. But Jonathan Chinedu because of his very stupid and hateful war plotter man. You can't even understand how he feels. I'm going to play that video. All these people are deceiving you. They have created their own office. So what they do on Radio Biafra is provide, they stand under their office. Ha Horogo office. One was in those Timbo. They have taken office. They are more powerful than them. Office, Horogo office. For the he's just telling you that Nora and Eke in Kenya want to work with Chinas and Woru, not sponsor Ejima with the Ken Guru Ago. And after they will be jumping around the scene all mad. But they mentioned their name. And Chinas and Woru, this thing have taken him 1 week. Every day he's coming out Radio Biafra to debunk all his effort. If to say this idiot Ejima, they mentioned the name of top pilot or Simon Eba, now he's jumping around. But we are watching. And the whole world knows now who you are. Chinas and Woru, Ejima said that you and the okay foreign known and they send them. So there is nothing all of you can come out of it. Let's listen to that voice of Ayaba again. And I want you to pay attention to the response of that Jonathan Chinedu when Ayaba made that sentence. And I think many of you have heard it.
Why do you believe in the Nigerian court? Why do you believe in the court of the oppressor? Why do you believe that the arsonist must become the firefighter? Why do Biafrans sit and hope on the court of their oppressor? It baffles me. You people should think of rescue Martin Ambikanu. The people who committed genocide on you, the people who kidnapped him from Kenya and renditioned him, the people who a couple of years ago attacked his house and murdered too many people. You expecting justice from them? Or is it the kind of justice he had a few years behind and it was taken away back from him just last year? Biafrans, you people haven't started. Nigeria takes the lead of 70 million people and you sit back and hope on the institution created by the same oppressor. Sit up. I don't count on the courts.
Thank you, and I assure you that Biafrans are doing something about it. And the second to the last question is this. Are you doing anything to ensure the release of Sisiku Julius Ayoktabe, first president of Amazonia, with other activists in jail in Cameroon? Although he was renditioned also from Nigeria, of which after there was a kangaroo court pronunciation in Nigeria that reversed his rendition, which is laughable. So the question is, what are you doing to ensure his release? Mr. Sisiku Julius Ayoko.
The only way Sisiku will be released is when I free Amazonia.
Now, you see that answer, the only way that Sisiku will be released is when I free Amazonia. Does not mean that Ayaba is not doing anything to release the Sisiku of a person. But from that Jonathan Chinedu, because the man told them exactly what a freedom fighter is supposed to be doing. What Jonathan Chinedu did there, he become antagonizing, to antagonize Ayaba, to take it as a question, what is he doing? If there's anything that Ayaba is doing, must Ayaba came openly to tell you, now I am buying a weapon to come and fight Cameroon so that I can release my commander or my leader. That is how you know that this DOS of the people, they all are failure. Ayaba asked a simple question. Since Martin Nanagana has been released, since he has been kidnapped, he has won the case. Nothing is happening. And they still tell you, do it for peace, peace, peace. Martin Nanagana by himself, through his God, has won himself a victory. It is not you, but it was God in heaven because of his open heart and his genuineness that God granted Martin Nanagana. If you are asking me, you see all these people he packed like geisha, put and call them DOS people like this in more powerful or powerless who is selling cable, how can this man even, or the United Nations suit or publicity secretary, a whole IPOB comprises with more than 60 or 100 millions of people, then the more powerful is your spokesperson. Then the United Nations or also to go to Africa. So the issue is this: all these imposters, General Samuel Chicken, all these imposters that are what is in ABIAMA and all this rest of the people, let them show their face to you people. Biafrans, stop deceiving yourself. We have come to the point where nobody will deceive you. Ask questions. Who are they? Master Simon is coming here, you see his face. Master Okonkwo is here, we see our face. Everybody that I was all about the time we must reach Biafra and until we see Biafra. And that's why we're here. When you kill us, we'll come back and we'll face you, and we shall never die. We are here to restore Biafra, and irrespective of whosoever you are in the US, or corner you go, that is what we're here to always remind you people. Or corner you go, or corner Nigeria. And those of you who are mocking, let us see how they will restore Biafra. And before I remind them, all of you got about one by one. So I think Dragon maybe will soon come here. Cracking, it is true cracking, but it's okay. Some people are still complaining it's cracking. I think I have explained more on the issue why the internet is cracking and so forth. So we have to look forward to what God is saying concerning the restoration of Biafra. Do not allow these people that are jumping around the DOS, all these people you see that are ranting on Radio Biafra, there has nothing to offer you. Since Mazinanka was released, how many months and I could say a year plus now, only what they are doing is the job they created. The Simon Eba this, Simon Eba Simon Eba, and the more they call Simon's name, the more he lives long, the more he becomes more important. So that's why we want to, by the mention of Simon Eba, God will lift up his name. Keep on mentioning Simon until the kingdom come. Get the two of Biafra. Some of you who are beginning now to understand the truth, we are not congratulating you because you wake up late. But as long as you wake up, we thank God also for you. But for me, I'm not congratulating anybody who wake up now. We have faced a lot of battle, and so many of you also who have caused the reason why many people die. When Biafra come, we are going to leave all of you now, and those who did not also repent. That is a way to place everybody. We are not talking about what we're going to do. And I that's why we're here. In our guy, in a POB, if you're shouting POB, in our Joe, if POB wins, for instance, what will be my future after 8 years? And also, because of stubborn and I don't care, and of course ego, many of us are no longer listening to some of the prophecies that all these men of God are bringing, and I don't blame you for not even looking on those prophecies. You know why? Because many fake pastors and many fake imams, many fake cleric people like Gumi, they are not always everywhere. Nobody believes again the gospels and of course the prophecies of so many men of God. I don't blame anybody, but test and see the spirit which is good. The prophets are still speaking. Nigeria is finished. Everything that have been prophesied against Nigeria downfall is there on the wall. The Fulanis are coming to destroy you. They are coming now. We read an article yesterday by 247 TV where the cleric called Gumi, the bandit minister, now he has made it open a few days ago. Alright, he said that he said all of you moguls, Obibians who are going to vote for the politician, he said do not vote any politician who is going to fight against the terrorists in the forest, because those terrorists who lives in the forest and terrorizing the Amuf, killing people in Olo and many other Enugu states and all over the southeast, and they are of course in the land. He said they are warriors. Now the question I'm still asking is, those warriors of Gumi, those Gumi warriors, they warriors against who? Thank you, Mazi, for someone who said the voice is not good. It has come that every one of us now must begin to ask a question. A question that will trigger you to rise up and begin to support the genuine autopilot, those people God has called through their mother's womb to wage war. There is nothing like DOS again. What you see they are doing is they are trying, you know, like Ishifo, if you want time, who say Pamea, so all these things, drop the shame and surrender. No way, nobody. What are the DOS doing? Why Mazen Nanakano lack food in the prison? Egoni Nana Tota cannot be up to 1 million to support Mazen Nanakano's feeding or buy medicine. It was the family of Mazen Nanakano that come up and volunteered 1 million. Autopilot to go and go to 2 million every month. And Amaka, they are finished. These people have sold Mazen Nanakano. That is why you see them. They will tell you today, vote. I didn't tell you not to vote. It is your own will. You have to choose what you want. If you want to vote, go and vote. And how can a freedom fighter be in two places? The Bible says you're not cold, you're not hot. I will split you out of my mouth. They has been rejected by God. The same way God rejected King Saul. That is how God has rejected the DOS. I want to tell you that if you never heard it before. Oto Chineke si chopo Eli, n'ụlọ nsọ, chopo Saul. That is how God has rejected the DOS and we raised the power. A child inside Shiloh called Samuel. Go and ask questions. You will see that the Bible has something in connotation with the movement of Biafra. And that's why we'll tell you, Mazen Ghana has said it. He said Biafra is the last miracle on this earth, whether you like it or not. And it is coming. Okay, every man, genuine men of God have been prophesying about it, just like this one. Watch now.
Better have life and buy another one tomorrow. They will release Kanu, and once he fell, they see that there's no crisis in the east. Between two of them as a power tussle of election will not hold, and maybe P2B track election to hold. And it happened that they see that it did not work. They'll be fighting to assassinate Obi. If they didn't kill Obi, they would try all means to kill Kanu. But where they cannot succeed Kanu is that Kanu is very clever. He's going to leave them.
Kanu, like you said, is not too clever. Kanu is not clever, but his God is willing. His God is powerful. It is not Kanu. Let me tell you that. It is not Kanu. It is the God that is in Kanu. That is the God of Biafra. None of you, none of them can hurt him because it's a choosing child of God. That is what we're here to tell you. But every other prophecies that you are prophesying, it is accurate. But you see the death of Mazen Nankan shall not die. The Bible said that he shall never allow his saint to see corruption or even death. So Mazen Nankan shall not die. But those of them who are serving Fulani, but one thing we know is there is no election in Biafra land because we are seeing before this man now put here, all of us we have already seen exactly what is coming. That's why we also persuade that there's not going to be election in Biafra land clearly, because the Fulanis has their own way. They have their bandits from Senegambia. They have everybody from all the terrorists. Bandits of Gumi coming from different part of West Africa to come and vote for them. Yes, they all have already Nigerian passport. The PVC you're looking for has been shared in Ghana, Burkina Faso, and all this far country, plus the one they're going to manipulate. What are you talking about? It has been happening and we don't want this corruption. That is why we are saying, let the Nigeria be divided and let peace be. Everybody go on his own way. We are asking for peace, simple as ABCD. We don't want war. But we want Biafra and they're pushing us into war. So what we want is war. If you push us to war, like Nigerian government are doing, killing our people in Ihamufu, using the Nigerian soldiers, using Fulani as Nigerian soldiers, using the bandit that Chegumi said that that is their warrior. And nobody have ever rise up and say to Chegumi or bring him to book or ask questions because they know what is happening in the zoological location called Nigeria. And nobody wants to speak.
Nothing concerns Kano with election. Once they release Kano, it will not take time. Kano will leave the country. And once you leave the country, the mercenaries that will come in are coming in. He has already trained people. And that is why one thing they fail to understand, that if they keep Kano in the cell, another greater Kano will rise that will not take it easy, but they will take it by force.
Not even will rise. Not only one Kano will rise. What the man was just saying here, he is just trying to let them understand the calamity that will enter into that zoological republic if they don't release Mazi Nankan. And they are already seeing it. Forget about all these Brekete people who are there shouting. The other one says ordinary president and calling Finland embassies, Now, taking the area of the immigration, or I could say Brekete has become the president of Nigeria. Ordinary president made himself. He has now made himself the superior president, why he can sit in his program and begin to call Finland and calling people in Finland who have to boycott, calling Finland a stupid country, pasting the photos of the Finland government, the ambassadors on his platform, yabbing them, calling Finland all kinds of names, because a man who understands the truth about the killings that are going on in the country that they call Nigeria, his own country. The same break at one time here also, somebody came and began to narrate how the dubious government of Nigeria have been thieving your gold and different mineral resources. And the same break also was shouting, hey, this kind country. But the man in Finland who is now fighting to rescue the Igbos, Brekete, why haven't you also write about CHUKWU, who is now saying that the terrorists in the forest they are warriors? Brekete has never said anything because it's a Fulani blood. The moment Brekete just opens his mouth and say this thing that I'm saying, that place where in the that Akawo house where in the gate for Abuja, we close. He's just making mouth. Brekete, have you ever talked about the amount of the people that have been killing in Southeast? You just be in your share, you begin to say, call them Finland. Call them with that your small head. Call Finland, do this and do that. Because you think you are Fulani, they give you a license as a human rights lawyer. As a human rights lawyer, you don't even supposed to even yab anybody. I pity those people who are still going to that your gathering places in Dibo. You're telling us that man Simon Ebabonyara. You don't even know who you are. Brekete can't even speak good English. Yeah, because he's a Fulani. If you check him now, maybe also he's not even qualified on what is called the ordinary president. Now he's just like a pastor who always have too much people in the church, and you think that you are the church or you own the church. No, there's something that will happen. Everybody will go to their house. You see the empty house. It is not you that own the church, and the church is not the building. The church is the people who came there. Ask the coronavirus, those who was suspended going to church on coronavirus, they will tell you. When the Apostle Suleiman was buying private jet during the corona time, the rest of the pastors hunger wanted to kill them. That's what we're telling you here. Wake up, Biafrans, and let us listen more to this man a little bit.
You know, one thing is that Nigerian governments and the presidential seats, they doesn't have wisdom.
They don't get brain. They no get brain. They no get brain. See, how can a Fulani get brain? The duty of a Fulani people is not that they don't have a brain. The brain they have, when you talk about Nigerian government, you're talking about those who are I could say the cabals, those who are leading the zoo called Nigeria. They do not have brain. If they have brain, their Buri Accord from origin wouldn't have failed, because that is the time we started pursuing this peace you're talking about. That is the time that this peace that the stupid people in the US are talking, let's do it by peace, let's do it by peace. After people have died on this struggle, you see people saying peace, peace. You see Chinasa Nworu shouting like a thunder, crazy gongo, telephone taranchara from somewhere there. We all will begin to look into what the truth is. Many of you who are saying, that's small boy in Finland, that's small boy in Finland. That is also how Eli was telling Samuel in the church. Shut up, shut up, shut up. When God tell you, come and tell me. Don't tell him. When he go and ask him, come and tell me. And Eli think that God is his mate and power was changed over. We are autopiloters. Chris, thank you. We don't check. Autopilot are the reincarnates of those who died in the past war. You can be busy killing the body, killing the flesh. You see this soul that is speaking right now. We have this information from past time. Let me say this for the first time. You cannot kill the soul that has the information. And the Biafran man does not die. When you kill the Israelites, the fight is coming tomorrow to the Palestinians. How long have the battle been? That is a similar of what is happening. And I know you will keep on killing the body. The soul that is have the grievances will return. So many of you who call Costa will not believe this, and I'm telling you, the mother than one. Life is a journey of many miles, on many miles, and we don't know where you will meet yourself again. I'm saying this for some of you who are betraying this struggle, who are making it difficult, who are betraying this particular struggle that Mazinan can inside prison for. Ask yourself a question. Is it only not in this world that you may enjoy this money? Is it only in this world you have hope for all these mundane things that you're packing? Killing people, allowing people to tear stomach, are we talking about katakata in the native doctors, all the evil native doctors, all the fake pastors and fake native doctors, why not come on, resources all the native doctors in the you people has power. Power. Why can't you people come out together and meet with that your power and go inside that prison? Bawa the prison, Zulu Nan can Zupute may disappear or be actually in London. I call Ronaka. In fact, I had a phone. Go and do it. Only unique Yajeme. And none of you have done that. All of the Ramona, wrong car, for the pastor John Kuna. I know that Barafo Bukoke, Ketiania. All these are bloggers, all these native doctors and the pastor they are all bloggers. Do not listen to them. I don't believe in this nonsense. OKIKE. I don't even believe that any man of God can pray for me to get money. Listen, in Europe here where we live, nobody will pray for you to get money. Money is when you fix yourself in the job. You get money. Money is in the job, not on magic. We are not apostles to Suleiman now, but saying, yeah, check your bank account. All of them are the same native doctors who are brainwashing people. If all these fake native doctors think that they has power, let them use that power and go and rescue Mazin and Kakawa. Rather, they are drawing us back in the olden days when they are lying to us. Very cool magical every time I the promoter Simba, the promoter we toya. All these are fallacies. Nara. Onu feel no power. Mendez why amazing working. Let you people go. So not to my bow. Can the canopta. So not to my bow. Or one day before the day of after now. Mandate bro master prophet. Mandate bro who denjinch. A bube. Say yes, na afre. Na rose hagware. Bonu that I'm market na. Obona na kita na optara se na ụfọdụ n'ime ha ga-atụsa asị rewind ya da CDs backdate ya si na God gwara ha. Man, I wash on. Shame unto all of you, man, the pastor, man, the native doctors. All of you has nothing to offer. If you think he has power, go and rescue Mazin Nadekano from the dungeon. Man, the governors, all of you are saboteurs on this particular struggle where we are inside. Keep on planning how to kill us to take away our life. You think nobody dies. We are here to make sure that we will keep on speaking the truth, and the truth will be forever and ever. This truth we are speaking today, DOS, none of them have ever sit down one day and say, Simon, this autopilot in Nabamba. What actually are their problem? What is Simon doing that is not right? But he may be put on a radio Biafra because Nachina Sanworu and Jonathan Woshin cause can cause in Abo no native can the resident. Woplotter. I hate his voice, sucking voice. That Jonathan Chinedu. Woplotter. I believe we know take office radio Biafra. All of you that are doing this thing can go on. Mandela Natural Chichen at DOS and your coordinator. Mandam Sadaman Eliego. All of honor. Come June Ajuju. Unachena Biafra. Do you think that this Biafra come? All these people you are supporting, this post they gave to you, are you still going to hold the post in Biafra in the few days, in the few years to come, in the few months that Biafra is coming? No. Everything will be abolished. So don't let them to lure you into their sin, to become a yoke with them, because the angel post. That post to Chinas and Woru Nyereki, that post to Chike Doziem Nyereki, that post, you're not going to use it anywhere. That post finishes in that, it has finished. In fact, the day we mentioned your name and sack all of you from the US, that day that your post will expire. Mandenaga is Zoche, Simon Ogehego, Uchinina Otoabogo Hanchanine. All of you. We will keep on exposing you people until thy kingdom come. We will keep on exposing you people until thy kingdom come. Let's listen again.
When you drag somebody so much, you make the person to make a name. Do you know where they fell? For going to another man's country to go and drag that man come and putting him in a cell, they have automatically announced him. Yes, sir. But if they have silenced him and just leave him whatever he's doing, people will look at it as a word of a fool. Yes, but the extra mile they went is to show the people that what he's saying is true. Yes, when people accuses you, speak ill against you, you don't go after them. You leave them. Why will you leave them? You will leave them because what they are saying is not true. It's with time. Time will tell. So Obi should be very, very careful because I'm seeing assassination. They will try him with gun. They will try him with charm. They will try him with sword. They will try him with accidents. This is what they are coming for. Even at the end of this election, listen carefully, end of that election 2023. Before even the 2023, he has already won the election. But they will not want to give him the seats.
Now, I'm not playing this because I'm interested in the election. I have already told you people, whatever thing that is going to come up on 2023, we know it. And that is the area where God has been speaking to us, that persuade us to say that there is no election in 2023. Because we don't even care what's going to happen to anybody, how they are going to fight against themselves, how they're going to kill themselves or whatever. One thing we know is we have seen all these things, that the Fulani cabals will not allow an Igbo man to be there, simple as ABCD, and they're using him to distract you people. So, point and kill. There is nothing like election in Biafra land, and there is nothing like the Mazinankan is going to die. One thing we know is CHUKWU ABIAMA is with us full time, and we are not afraid of any bagger. All right, we are autopilot. We are autopilot. Somebody said one of the members of the DOS by name Obiozo is gone, Fulani slave working against Biafra nation. Yeah, I had this issue, but from my own side, I've never verified it. I always have to go with the verified news before I hit the point. You know, I had this 2 days ago, and I'm still confirming the information. For me, the only thing, even before whether he announced death or not, I knew that anybody who have been fighting Biafra, even some of them in the DOS, these are working cops. You must know it. So we're not praying that everybody should die, but anybody who is going to stop Biafra movement or who have ever complemented the money or completed the money that used for the rendition of Mazen Nanakana, they all are cost. Their children are cost. Everything they lay their hand, they are cost, and they can never succeed. So onye ọbụla aka ya nọ n'ihe emere eji wee kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ọnwụ ga-erute onye ahụ ntị na. Death will visit his family. This is what we pray, and our Lord Jesus Christ must answer us this. If you like it, THTA or MM, it's working. So tonight, and I think the dragon, we have waited, and the dragon is not here. So what will happen is I'm going to change my topic now. Then we'll wait for him. Still, perhaps he's coming in the midnight, or perhaps he will not come again, or early tomorrow morning. But I think there must be a reason why the dragon is not here. And we'll also have to thank him for coming constantly. It's not easy, maybe one meeting to another. All of you know, with the Maramazuka, it has not been easy. These two people are working assiduously in order to keep us firm. Some people say, well, we are working, we are backing some money, but they are the one also backing us. Because without them, iron sharpens iron, you know. So we are working together, and God has been on our side to push all this huge amount of enemy. I idu anoroze one corner, idu nos na Castina, kwagede DOS kwafu hanja nine, offers in Nigeria kita I. Thank you, everybody. And I want to tell you that ABIAMA loves you, and God loves you, God loves you, God loves you. Do not forget that our flyers in Nigeria, in the zoo, in Biafra land, is flying all over the whole places. So these are the flyers that everybody must make sure that you pass it through. You know, you pass it through. So we'll be moving. And some of you who has never subscribed on my channel on Mazio Konko Biafran TV, please go here and subscribe and hit the button that anytime I'm live, you will get it. You will get it. You know that I'm live and I'm direct. And also, some people are still calling that they don't understand the website to pay money. And I'm here to tell you, you see this website now, this one that goes with www.ipobeusa.org /donate. The other one, you have to put /donate, not the one that is marked bad, but the one with www.ipobeusa.org /donate. So when you go to this through Google or any other search machine, you will see the different payments, and you can see also the one on the downside, which is donate. You click it, put the amount you want to put, you follow the options there. If you want also 1,000 men, 100 men, they are all there. It's very simple to follow. The moment you go on the right website, org/donate, the one with the good on top. And we're still here also every time live to help the people who do not know. Like many people have called today. Also, we're still helping them to teach them on the right website to pay. Please do not give your money to the DOS. There's a man called is it one doctor from America. The moment after our fundraising, he will begin to use telephone to call people to pay money into the fraudulent account that DOS are using until capture will cost them, and we undergroundly could say suspended people, and they open the eyes of our people not to be paying money to that their inflation account, which they have been using to pay their salaries after we expelled them since February last year. So that is it. We want Biafrans to understand also that our Biafran in exile, their numbers and also contact are still here. For many of you who are in asile and they still want to make contact with them, these are the information. Put it down and call them, because we are in autopilot.
We are on autopilot, I cannot show you, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo.
Yes, we must continue, and I think we have come to the end of today's broadcast. And please, in this my channel, Mazio Konko, and I see that many of you has never subscribed towards this my channel. Please The reason why it is good that we are begging people to subscribe. Me, I don't get anything on this. One thing I want you so that anytime we are live, the moment we click the button, that everyone, the moment you subscribe is the amount of the people who are pushing, you become one of the amount of the people who are pushing the message across. So these are part of the media help you have to do for us. And God bless you for being here. And God bless you. And I think if the dragon comes, we're going to see him again. If he's not coming tomorrow also, I think he will be here. There must be something. It's not easy that he is doing a great job.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
And Thomas Spalding, giving my people away to their haters, to Fulanization and to Islamization. But you, the Britain, brought Christianity to the Biafran. Yes, my people, and I think that the dragon is here now. The dragon is live. He's live, and I think he's still playing the jingle. And we must wait as we play the jingle and let us see exactly what's happening.
You are all hearing the news.
Right.
We move. Woto Woto is the code.
Yes, good.
Before the end of this December, those who sponsored blackmail against Simon Ekpa and Biafrans will not rest in peace. Those who did the blackmail against Simon Ekpa and Biafrans out of envy and jealousy will also not rest in peace. I hope you are all hearing the news. We move. Woto Woto is the code. Before the end of this December, those who sponsored blackmail against Simon Ekpa and Biafrans will not rest in peace. Blackmail against Simon Ekpa and Biafrans out of envy and jealousy will also not rest in peace. I hope you are all hearing the news. We move. Before the end of this December, those who sponsored Simon Ekpa and Biafrans will not rest in peace. Those who carried the blackmail against Simon Ekpa and Biafrans out of envy and jealousy will also not rest in peace. I hope you are all hearing the news. We move. What is at the end of this December, those who blackmail Ekpa and Biafrans will not rest in peace. Those who carried the blackmail Simon Ekpa and Biafrans out of envy and jealousy will also not rest in peace. I hope you are all hearing the news. We move. Woto Woto is the code.
You have President Northwest Muslim. You have Senate President Northeast Muslim. You have INEC Chairperson Northwest Muslim. You have House of Representative Southwest Muslim. You have Chief of Air Staff Northeast Muslim. Minister of Defense Muslim North. Chief of Army Staff Northeast Muslim. Inspector General of Police North Central Muslim. National Security Advisor Northeast Muslim. Director National Agency Muslim North. Director General SSS Northwest Muslim. Comptroller General of Immigration Northwest Muslim. Comptroller General of Customs North Muslim. Comptroller General of Civil Defense Muslim North. Comptroller General of Nigeria Immigration Prison Service Muslim North. Acting Chairman of EFCC Northeast Muslim. Chief Justice of the Federation Northeast Muslim. Code of Conduct Head Muslim Northeast. Managing Director Post Authority Northwest Muslim. NIMASA North Muslim. NNPC Managing Director Northeast Muslim. Minister of Education Northeast Muslim. National Universities Commission Northwest Muslim. JAMB Southwest Muslim, and so on and so forth. We can keep on going on and on. Someone has said that the top 20 positionings in NNPC is occupied from the same region as well. What comes to mind is there is no intelligent person and no qualified person from any other part of the country. There is no intelligent Shekiri person, no intelligent Ijo person, no intelligent Biron person, no intelligent Magavul person, no intelligent Tif person, no intelligent Doma person, no intelligent Igala person, no intelligent Ibira person, no intelligent Ibibio person, no intelligent Anam person, no intelligent Efik person, no intelligent Ishan person, no intelligent Bini person, no intelligent person from no other part of the country that can be in any of those sensitive positions, except people from one region and one religion. And people are meant to be forced to exist in peace under that kind of upside down, highly nepotistic, clanistic situation. That is absolutely impossible. If it was a truth cleared, if it was a mentality bankruptcy, mentality is returned, it's impossible. There can be no peace in such level of inequality, in such level of brazen effrontery, are taking a whole nation for granted. Nations of the world did not experience one over 100 of what Nigerians have experienced and scattered in pieces. Soviet Union is nowhere around. Yugoslavia was one country that scattered and splintered into 8 countries out of one country. Czechoslovakia split into 2. They didn't see over 100 of what we're seeing. Nations in the world that are wise enough, that are multi-ethnic, did their best. The United Kingdom, even though it's a nation, has ethnic groups that took care of the ethnic groups and gave regional autonomy to the Scottish, to the Irish, and the Welsh. Switzerland has 4 ethnic groups, and they make their presidencies sit to revolve around these 4 groups. What is the solution to the situation in our land today? If there must be peace, there must be equity, there must be fairness, there must be justice. People have clamored for restructuring. It is the devolution of power. Otherwise, there may be the dissolution of union. It happened in other places. And we pray and trust God that it doesn't happen in our nation. It's not us the right. You expose in order to them, in out in order to repair them. You make them. Truth is not healed. Truth not spoken, it doesn't happen. And it's time to tell the truth. People have been subdued, and treated second-rated, as if they don't have sense and they don't have reasoning. And this nation is one of the most intelligent nations in the world. Our doctors, our professionals are the most intelligent around the nations of the world. Nigerians and Nigeria people have the highest rate of PhDs in America of any ethnic group apart from maybe Americans themselves. And it is time for us to sit up and say these things must be corrected and do the right thing. And we do the right thing. Jehovah can hear us and answer our prayers. As for every protest going on, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Protests are encouraged to be very peaceful, very calm. No destruction of lives, no destruction of properties in any form. Let life not flow because there is abnormality in the land. God bless you, and I know you will not remain the same. Share this link with your friends and let everyone join forces together with God Almighty and our appeal and be in Jesus.
This is about 2:30 a.m. where I am. And I know this is like 11 or 1:30 a.m. in Biafra land. People are not sleeping. Biafrans are very hungry. Very, very, very hungry for this freedom.